तेस्रो लिङ्गीहरूको अधिकार सुरक्षित हुन नसकेको भन्दै अहिले विभिन्न सङ्घ संस्थाहरू त्यसका लागि सङ्घर्ष गर्दै आएका छन्। तेस्रो लिङ्गीहरूको अधिकारको लागि लडिरहेका दुई अगुवाहरूसँग यसै सन्दर्भमा रहेर हामीले छोटो कुराकानी गरेका छौँ। प्रस्तुत छ उहाँहरूसँगको छोटो कुराकानी।
We believe minority people who are attracted towards same sex, for example, fewer men attracted toward other men and fewer women attracted towards women. So these are called sexual minorities, or in another term also called homosexuals. We have informal members which have crossed over 60,000 all over Nepal over the last 6 years. Police are generally bad in Nepal. They're very ill-disciplined, ill-mannered here, and they take advantage from any weaker section of population which they believe have no voice. So police are bad with the street children, police are bad with the sex workers, police are bad with the women who are into entertainment business. So police also are bad with the sexual minorities and gender minorities, because police think these communities are voiceless and these communities are powerless. There are several homosexuals and lesbians, gay lesbians into the uniform services, whether it's army, police, or armed police. But they do not want to be out because they will face discrimination. And those who are outed into the army, for example, 4 months ago, 2 lesbians were sacked by Nepal army because they were lesbian. So a lot of sexual minorities were homosexual within the army and police. The new constitution should protect both homosexuals and third gender people from discrimination. We already doing a lot of programs, advocacy programs with the government and different political parties, and we'll continue to do that. We have been organizing different talk programs, meeting political parties, leaders, even prime ministers, the House of Speakers, different level of leadership, student leaders, students union, human rights activists, journalists. We are doing quite hard. I think it's now also the other community, for example, political leaders, journalists, party, come forward and recognize their role to secure equal rights, to protect human rights of this marginalized community. So it's not just about us. Otherwise, minority only raising their voice will not succeed. We will not be able to get equal rights in 100 years if it's just we talking about. We have contacts of sexual minority, gender minorities movements all over the world, not just India. There are a lot of countries who have even worse situation than we have in Nepal. For example, Pakistan, Iran. If they find somebody is homosexual, they kill them. The government kills them. Whereas in Nepal, we find it's very hopeful compared to India and Pakistan and Iran, because media is supportive here, human rights activists are supportive, even political parties are listening. The country must recognize third gender people as a third gender, so that they have citizenship ID, voting rights. They can also stand at the election and an opportunity to contribute. There should be no discrimination to anybody on any basis. So all the Nepali, whatever background from that person is, finds equal opportunity and enjoy all the rights that anybody else enjoy in this country.
In India, we have a law left behind by the British, which is referred to as Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code. What Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code does is it criminalizes carnal intercourse against the order of nature between any man, woman and animal. In effect, what it does, it makes homosexual relationships, homosexual sex, illegal in Indian context. So for the law was framed in 1860, the Indian Constitution came into place in 1947, and as late as 2007, India is still struggling to overthrow this particular colonial law because it is the basis for discrimination against lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people in the Indian context. At present we have a case which has been filed in the Delhi High Court which challenges this particular law, saying that section 377 interferes with the rights of lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people's rights to equality, right to freedom of expression and right to live with dignity. So the challenge to the law is ongoing and that's one part of the struggle. Till date in India, there is no legal status for sexual minorities. Yeah. India is one step behind Nepal, clearly one step behind Nepal because Nepal doesn't have a clear law which criminalizes homosexuality. Whereas India, it's quite clear, we have a law which does the same thing.